Hello and welcome. Welcome to Drakenmemoria. Yay! What is Drakenmemoria? You may want to know. Well, it's Dungeons & Dragons, or mostly a group of people playing Dungeons & Dragons. So if this is not something you want to watch, you're weird. We've been doing this for 4 years. Go away.
I mean, there is such a thing as hate watching.
Well, that enters into the other category. Those who actually want to be here, no matter the reason, so long as they stay civil in the chat. So if you're one of those, well, welcome. It's a pleasure to have you with us, no matter the reason. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back.
Type in the comments who you have the biggest hate boner for.
Not sure that I want to see this in comments.
Okay, we'll put it in the chat, so that way it eventually disappears.
Or subscribe and put it as your subscription message.
Damn, please.
Yeah, moderators, put a note next to their name, please.
Oh, good lord. Alright. So. Oh, yes, of course. If you like the thunderstorm in the background, ambient mixer. If you like the battle maps, it's Dungeon Alchemist. If you like the world map, it's Wonder Draft. Yay, publicity done. Do we have an unwilling sponsor tonight?
Honey Nut Cheerios.
No, don't do that joke again.
Oh, actually, Honey Nut Cheerios.
Steak, rice, and one long sausage.
Oh. Okay. So. Okay, so this is going to be one of those streams.
I mean, I could always add one more tag. I mean, you know.
Food porn. Quite literally. So, what happened last episode? Last episode, the party took a day to finish preparing for their last task in this island chain. Storming the spire! Yay! Something not dangerous at all. Now, with more information than ever, they were able to build a plan which at least has a chance of succeeding. Or so they feel. They enjoyed their last few, mostly normal moments with their hosts. Fisher's family. Had one last meal and shoved everything they needed into the portable storage room of audience. The only thing left on their agenda is a brief detour in an abandoned town to make sure they do not miss out on some possibly interesting loot, because even when your life is in mortal danger and there's possibly someone that's going to try and completely obliterate you, loot is important. You always need good loot.
Yeah, because then it's harder for the next person to obliterate you.
Yeah. Or it's greater loot for the next person who finds your body.
Kind of like Dark Souls, but...
They have an undead race now. We could all come back as undead.
Damn.
First off, it's reborn.
Shut up.
Oh, good lord. Yes, of course. We can all come back as undeads. Actually, that's...
Come back as the reborn?
No, just undead. Actually, that kind of is an interesting concept when you think about it. Oh, the party just wiped. Alright, the next group. You're a group of adventurer walking in a mountain, and you just come across this group of dead people.
Just randomly.
Yeah, you know, it happens.
My next character is Holga the farmer.
You know, and it's like, you know, it's like you just like squint their eyes a little bit. It's just like, wow, some of the guys have really shiny equipment.
All right. So.
Hey, so I put this orb inside me, and now like there's a voice in my head that just won't shut up.
All right. So I believe that we last left. You were all going to sleep. If I'm not mistaken, Fisher, you're traumatized with the idea of slicing Tobiashi into thin slices and serving him to eat. For food, and that's for money, and that's why you were having trouble falling asleep. You were afraid of having the same dream, but this time it would be Tobiashi. Understandable. But other than this, oh, good lord, sorry. The night is uneventful. You think that somewhere in the morning you hear a little bit of commotion outside, Fisher. Not the combat commotion, but more the hey, welcome home kind of commotion. So apparently your last two brothers have come back home. Technically, if you want to have your full long rest, you'd still need to stay there for maybe at least another hour.
I think you can wait.
Yeah.
Can you win the patient game?
Well, that's the thing. Fisher can. I'm not sure about Honorable. Can you wait for an hour without moving? You personally, I mean.
No, absolutely not.
Yes.
And hold on, I got it. Hey, Terranad, set alarm for 1 hour.
Yeah, the most impressive thing that my character can do is just sit still.
Yeah. When I'm serving food in supermarket, apparently I can remain so still that a lot of people think I'm just a cardboard display. When I start talking, you'd be surprised the number of people that just go, whoo! Alright. Slowly, during the hour, you see your friends growing restless as their night of sleep is slowly coming to an end. Poor Remy is still missing half of his feathers. I looked online. It takes about 2 weeks for feathers to grow back. So,
you know what? This is what the code is for. I mean, it's not what the code is for, but that is what the code is for now. Also, the ring that he still has attuned because he likes living.
So, Remy looks like a half-done chicken.
Or a youngling.
Well, no, not really, because you'd have down on you. But it happened yesterday, so it's still bare skin. With half of your feather missing, mostly where the joints are, and then it goes from there. So probably have your shoulder all the way to your elbow that are completely barren, and well, of course, your legs. I would say all the way to your knees, but that's where the rest of your... So you basically have no feathers in the bottom half of your body, and only feathers on your forearms and a bit on your head.
It's called manscaping.
I don't know, Tobiyashi, you've seen those type of cat before? Remy looks a bit like that kind of.
I didn't know you
cat,
had such plump cheeks, Remy.
Suddenly, Tobiyashi is back on Team Raimi. It's just like, hey, I can make this work.
Hey.
Yeah, I never noticed you had such a tight bottom. Yeah. So, everyone's slowly rising, slowly gaining up. Probably as always. Oh no, there's no thunderstorm. Right now it's more like wintry landscape outside. Let's see. Well, it's a pretty clear day. Not very windy. Nice, nice. A slight chill in the air. Clear morning. Well, as clear as Misty Isles can get. You know, mild wind. Not too bad for a morning. Probably audience is the most loud of all of you getting up. I don't know why. I just feel like it's very Dragonborn-like to just go when they wake up. So.
Fair enough.
I rise. Right. Start stretching. Oh, wait, sorry. I was having a crazy dream. I was getting cut up in pieces.
Weird. I had a dream I was cutting you up into pieces. Fisher, what did you dream about?
I was eating pieces of Tobiyashi.
Finger looking good.
Oh.
Hey, didn't your new brother? Wasn't he showing up?
Yes.
We should probably go find him before we head out, so you can meet
Yeah,
your...
they showed up like an hour ago.
Oh, they did. Have you already talked to him?
No, I was finishing my rest.
Ah.
But yeah, let's go. Chat
All right.
while you guys have breakfast.
Okay.
Alright. You all get up, all gather your things.
Oh, one thing I wanted to make sure
Yes.
is it's like before we had the rest, Raimi would have let Ornak go back to the Dryads, at least for the evening.
Alright. Hands you back the acorn by cutting the acorn with the handkerchief of murderous intentions and hands it to you. Of course, as he hands it to you, Tobiyashi, you look at the handkerchief and you swear you can see those eyes looking at you, wanting to kill you.
We have the dirt
I
now,
haven't seen
too,
that in
so...
forever.
Right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we can just summon him also once we're back on the train. Because we got dirt now.
Dirt.
Because we got dirt now. That was a sentence that was said.
You know, Fisher put it in the large drawer of the desk at the end of this your space.
Wait, the one with the bomb in it?
It's under the bomb.
No, I moved the bomb to a new undisclosed location. So only I know where it is now.
Then I'll give you a hint. He has a self-destruct option now.
I took Terry out and put the bomb there.
Alright.
I mean, I guess theoretically you could put the... Oh wait, I don't know. Could the brick fit in that box? I don't remember how big it is. Well, it was like 2 feet
not Terry.
dimension, right?
It's roughly the size of a brick.
Okay, for whatever reason, in my brain, even though you kept saying brick, It's like my brain told me block, like a like for example, like the size of like a cinder block.
No, no, no. It's the size of a brick.
It's a little different.
It's a blue brick. All right. So, make sure that there's dirt. There's a pile of dirt at the dimensional storage. Aruna can go back to his pond on the other side of the on this other realm. You know, wishing him well on that dryad that he hopes she's not just interested in him because she might be able to give him a body, give her a body on the other side. And like I said, he did promise that he'd try to look for Jorg in the nymph pool first, just to make sure. Just to make sure that he's still alive.
Then after that, it would be the local mushroom grove and.
You find yourself, Fisher, oddly enough, going toward the this little eating space that they prepared for everyone. As you hear loud noise coming from there, a voice that you haven't heard before, just talking in a way that you think, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a pretty large guy, and they did say that Rek was a pretty large construct.
How large is pretty large?
Well, they didn't say. But when you enter, you probably enter this place just a few minutes after Tobiyashi, Audience, and Remy, because they were intentionally going there while you were following the noise. So Tobiyashi, Audience, and Remy are the first one to notice Rek and Saber inside. They're talking about the expedition outside and how weird it is now that you have a bramble fence around this place. The aesthetic of Saber is the classical, wise samurai, you'd say. Yeah, he's very calm. He is very quiet. He always seems to be aware of everything that's around him. He has his sword. Although there are elements about him that make you feel like he may have predispositions similar to Fisher. Meaning he might actually be an arcane knight. Just by the way he is, by the runes on his sword. Which is pretty standard for those who adopt this this path in life. Easy to just place the rune on the sword.
I was secretly hoping for a hot blonde woman.
Well, it would be slightly odd because they did say that it was two brothers that were out.
Let me introduce you all to the Fate series.
There's definitely a moment, especially for you, Fisher, when you enter here, when you enter this room and you see Saber. There's probably a moment where your mind can't help but say, "I want to be like him when I grow up."
Giving off big older brother vibes.
Yeah. Wise, calm, has an element of power to him. He seems to have similar inclinations to you. Then your attention immediately goes to the very, very, very loud voice. This just expressing himself. And then, of course, when we get here, what do we see? A wall of brambles! Now that's something special! You really don't see this every single day. When you look at him, your first reaction, probably more you, Remy, because you're the shortest of the group, is, ah, my, that's large. No, that's actually large in D&D size. He literally is nearly 10 feet tall and 6 feet wide. Audience
That's
looks
thick.
small next to him.
That's a thick boy.
A real chonker.
His arms are the size of Audience's head.
Is Wreck short for Wreck-It Ralph?
No, actually, that's his full name. Wreck.
Oh, he can wreck something, all right.
Oh, wow. This stream is going to get weirder by the minute, I think. So... so I guess
Remy's beak is just hanging open.
I guess I'm not gonna mention his large sword. Huh? So, you know, it's a real great sword.
Not just an alright sword.
Yeah, no, it's just you got the feeling that he's got the tool and knows how to use it.
Like, don't worry, Fisher, you'll grow into it.
You look at him gesture while gesturing toward this new wall around this place, and his hand nearly hits Audience's face. And this is where you realize for a brief moment that when his hand is open, he can just probably put it on Audience's face, and it covers his head. But he's a very jovial character. Always laughing, always expressing himself very loudly. For you, audience, who's seen a lot of those people, it's clear that he is a barbarian in nature. Meaning that if he wants, he can plow through walls. Especially with his size.
I love a man who can plow. Okay, we're done. I'm done. I'm tired.
It just never ends. He's in the middle of explaining all of this, all his surprise when he turns around and he sees you, Fisher. He's like, ha! They did tell me I had a new little big brother. Come on in, come on in. Your friends have yet to say anything. They seem to be a little surprised. Either that or Tender's food is that good.
Yeah, and I'm still waking up. You know, these organic types, they take a while to start up again.
That's a good one. I think, especially the scrawny one, and he points toward Tobiyashi. Especially with that scrawny one, he looks like someone who really needs a good waking up.
Yeah, I
You're
don't
not
think
gonna
he
lick my
slept
toes,
too
are
well.
you?
I think he's been having nightmares about Malcolm.
Oh, yeah. Oh, of course. Of course. He's armless.
He put his mouth around my toes.
And do you still have all your toes?
I didn't check. I looked down to check my toes.
They're all there.
Yes.
They're pretty
I
clean.
assume they'll all be there. Yeah.
See? You got all your toes. You're good.
How was scouting?
Long and hard.
I wasn't gonna laugh until he started giggling.
For some reason now, Remy's beak just falls on the ground. He didn't know that he could just remove it and.
Little did we know that Remy was part Yanti.
He unhinged his jaw.
You missed the fun.
So I've heard! An entire army! That would have been fun! But I heard you managed to, settle things with a little bit of help from a very large elemental creature. You gotta love large people.
Do you?
Oh, of course, they can do so much more.
I'll take your word for it. You seem to speak from experience.
I fully agree.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I'm actually a bit hurt that I miss all of that. It would have been an amazing fight. I heard there was a lot of exchange of magical energy also, while he's gesturing toward the audience. It could have been interesting. Of course, I would just ram straight for them and make sure they didn't get up twice.
Anything we should be... Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to stay for very much longer.
So
head
heard.
back out.
But at least we got to see one another. And that's at least one thing. It would have been a shame if you had left before we arrived.
I figure you were worth it to stick it out and wait.
Who can argue with that?
Anything specific we should be on the lookout for?
Well, there's still a fair amount of undead outside. I guess the large elemental creature didn't finish all of them up. But most of them are pretty harmless. Now, I did see a little bit of this disturbance toward the southwest. Don't know exactly what that is. That would roughly be where you want to go to meet Civ.
Okay. I was like, where? Try to think of a map in my head. Okay. Anything specific, or is it just something?
It's something in the air. Something feels weird. You hear Saber for the first time speak. Yes, of course. There's something weird in the air. And that would not be because I said that I feel a strange presence there, now would it? What do you mean? Of course not! I have gut feelings! I have strong gut feelings! Yes, of course. But I also feel like something is brewing in the spire.
That's not great.
There is a shimmer coming from inside of the mist. In that direction.
Did you say a shimmer?
Yes, well, it's really hard to see anything from a very long distance in the mist. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just my perception of things. But I feel like something bad is going to happen soon.
Well, headed that way, so maybe we'll deal with it before it gets worse.
Chief Ed says, oh, yes, of course, of course. You all look pretty able to handle yourself, and it's probably nothing. Don't worry too much about it. Sometimes feelings, they just go right past us. So maybe it's just a new flying machine that he made, and that's what's triggering his senses. You see Malgam in the background mimicking senses. With all of his arms, not just two. There's 4 arms going.
What an interesting fellow.
Well, take care of yourself, brother. It would be a shame to meet you and lose you immediately. That was Saber talking.
I'll find my way back around at some point. Oh, speaking of meeting people, meet your nephew, Terry.
Oh, yes. Tender has been speaking about him. Now then. You have your confirmation that he at least knows magic, because he immediately goes to minor illusion to write something. Just greets Terry. Terry, once again, is very fascinated by this. A lot of new people, some of them a bit stranger than others. You know, but they're all at least better than Remy.
Hey, Raimi has been making an effort, thank you.
Oh yeah, no.
Remy's been working hard and just has been getting nowhere.
Oh no. There's progress. He has stopped hissing at you when you arrive. You know, every time you raise your hand, there's still some slight hesitation because, you know, swords. Yeah.
It is hard to get over sword hands.
Yeah. And spear legs. And scythe beak. It's a mean machine.
Don't even ask about how he goes to the bathroom.
You know,
it's like because you don't know. Haven't figured it out.
Yeah, he's a bird. He just does it in the corner. You know, every time he needs to shit, he goes on top of a building and he just sticks his ass out and. Sorry, that was racist toward birds. Alright.
Well, have we picked up everything? Are we like actually? 'Cause we got the dust.
Yes, you got the dust. You got the scroll to try and dampen the shard at the bottom of the spire. There is a device which comes with an instruction on how to install it on your train when you arrive. And next to the device, there are also 4 thick metal plates, large thick metal plates, which are explained to you as, well, you know, it's there. It's designed to give extra armor to your train. It's gonna take probably a little bit of time welding them on place, but at least you'll be able to take one direct hit.
Okay.
While you're
Okay.
putting all of this in dimensional storage,
Mm-hmm.
you have this moment where you've never felt Terry so small next to Wreck, trying to pick him up and look at him. It really just like, it really looks in his hand, it feels like he's taking a grain of rice and just looking at it like this.
Fisher's just full of that like nervous energy you get when your super clumsy friend is handling something fragile.
Yeah, I know that. I know that feeling.
I really just wanted to say, you're getting so big.
When we come back, he's gonna be huge.
Like maybe a whole 3 centimeters.
He's gonna be 3-inch long.
Hey, he's like doubled in size in the
Yeah.
past, like, what, month? 2 months?
2 or 3 months. I'm not sure, but I'd have to look.
Who knows? 4 years?
He might actually grow up to be a large dragon. A weird void dragon, but still a dragon. When you say he's gonna grow up, Rek just looks at you and with a bit of disbelief in his eyes. Really? Oh, I do hope he does get bigger. He'll be so much more fun to play with if I'm not afraid to squash him.
Yeah, I don't actually know. I'm just assuming.
Oh,
But, you know.
so
We
he's
don't
your,
really know anything about him. Because he just kind of came out of me. And nobody that we've talked to knows. Yeah.
Well, did you try and ask powerful wizards? I've heard there are a lot of them outside of the island chain here.
I've asked the powerful wizards I trust to not try and scoop him into a bottle and study him.
Well, maybe you just need to find a new best friend. One that actually knows a lot. I'm sure there's at least one of them. You know, especially, it's usually those that you least expect. I mean, look at Occult. You wouldn't expect him to be this knowledgeable. He just looks like a statue. Something that someone just made and forgot about. And then suddenly it started moving. So, look among your friends. Or maybe the people you know. Maybe there's someone that's going to surprise you. Someone you thought weren't that trustworthy, but actually, they are.
Are you trying to tell me to trust somebody that I already don't trust with my child?
Well,
Under the assumption that I should be trusting them, even though I currently don't.
no, I'm not asking you to trust someone you don't trust. I'm asking you to give a chance to someone that you might not have completely dismissed as being problematic.
I mean, sure, he's not allowed to be within 500 feet of a school, but
But I'll keep it in mind, I guess.
You know, if you want to look at this like this, if you didn't know that Malgam was your brother, would you have believed he would have fought by your side against all of those undeads?
I don't know, maybe he seems to like fighting, so
Yeah, but he fought on your side. Could have fought on their side. See what I mean?
I mean, yeah, but he's not an undead, so why would he fight with the undead?
Because he didn't want to die. Got you there. Says the barbarian to the fighter.
That's why you... Okay. Thanks, I guess.
That's what brothers are for! Good advice!
And also, noogies!
What do you think, Saber? You think that's good advice?
I think there is always a place for someone who might not have explicitly shown that they're not trustworthy. It is easy to dismiss someone simply because they have a profession you do not agree with, or in this case, specializations that you do not agree with. So long as they haven't done anything wrong, or you haven't spent time with them, can you truly be sure that they are more an enemy than a friend?
No, but you can never be too careful, right?
No, careful has its place. Intuition has its place.
Yeah, no, I'm not good at that.
Well, maybe that is the problem. Maybe that is something you need to work on. Maybe your intuition is actually telling you that you have a very good friend hidden somewhere among those that you have dismissed, but did not actually get confirmation they're bad. Maybe it's just because another one of your friend doesn't trust them, but they're actually a pretty good person. There's something to be said about making your own having your own impression of someone. But that being said, it is important to have friends you can trust. So, in the end, it is up to you. But I would advise meeting a person before giving the final judgment on them.
Fair.
Well, brother, it looks like everything has been put in your dimensional broom closet.
That's a good name. Guys, we should start calling it the broom closet.
You hear Amalgam in the background, but there are no brooms. I want
What
to see
about,
could be.
what about a bomb closet?
Bomb closet? Oh, yeah. But the bomb's not in there anymore.
You quite literally see.
What do you mean the bomb's not in there anymore?
When you say
Don't worry
the
about
bomb closet, you quite literally see Malcolm's face light up. His eyes become brighter and feels like there's light coming out of his mouth. Just go. There's a bomb. Can I see it?
No.
No.
He looks at he looks he looks at Tobiyashi. I want to lick the bomb. Can I lick the bomb?
No.
I'm not talking to you. Come on, pal.
Toby doesn't get
Buddy.
pain.
Toby doesn't have any power.
They don't even let me touch the bomb.
Exactly.
He turns around and he looks at Remy. I want to see the bomb. I want to
And
lick
he
the
makes a big
bomb.
X with his arms.
Aren't you curious about what a bomb tastes like?
I go, fine. And I turn around really quick and minor illusion the bombs, and then into my hand, and then turn back around here.
He reaches out, and his hand goes through it. Ah, brother, that's mean.
It's diet bomb.
0 calories.
Yeah.
0 calories.
It's much better for you. I'm just looking out for your health.
Actually, it's negative calories if you consider the energy it took to try to lick it.
But I like bombs. I've never tasted a bomb before. I wanna lick the bomb.
Make your own
did.
bomb. Make your own bomb and lick it.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing. Have you ever noticed? It's different if you shove a pile of dirt that you took on the ground inside of your own mouth, and if someone else shoves it in your mouth, it doesn't taste the same. Haven't you ever noticed?
I wouldn't know.
You should try it.
I don't think I'm going to.
I can try it with you, Fisher.
No thanks.
Okay.
You're also stiff. And he looks at all of you one after the other. Because you hear her move away this slow. You'll see. I'll lick the bomb one day.
We should probably head out before he finds a way to actually do that.
I feel like he could do.
Yeah. Let's go. We have to deal with a lot of stuff still anyway. Time's a wasting.
Yeah, we have a whole train to get to, and then rearranging everything and getting to the right path.
Yeah.
How are we doing that, by the way? We talked about it, right?
We're trying the top lever first.
Could you
and hoping
could you
that it
fax
works.
me the information?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at me.
Yeah, looking.
Oh, Toby, look at me.
Yeah,
Okay, here it is, and I'll slap Toby.
Sounds like a good plan.
Raimi now has something new to watch in his free time.
When you slap Tobiashi, maybe 5 seconds later, you start hearing, I want to! Please!
No!
Let me! Come on!
Oh,
Let me! Come on!
we're leaving now.
on.
Bye.
Come on!
Bye.
I trust him less with the bomb.
But if you want to slap someone, I'll point to the barbarian. Go slap him.
He's
Go
not.
get in a slap fight with him.
He's not fun to slap. He slaps hard.
Damn it, he's
Toby
smart.
also slaps hard.
Tender slaps like a brick.
Yeah, to be fair, I've been slapped by Tender. Tender slaps pretty hard too.
Oh, you know, she has special hands.
What?
Okay. Anyway,
Never mind.
I think
Alright.
gotta head out.
Remy is the only one
It
who
was
actually
very
gets
nice to
the
meet
reference.
most of you.
Well, you see everyone gathering up and wishing you well. Chief is there. Cithran, Occult. Tender, well, Spy isn't there, but you see a flicker of light coming from the tallest tower. So you take it as he's saying goodbye. Well, you hope he is.
I'll give a wave up at the tower, then kind of awkwardly turn around and leave.
You leave as you hear all of your brothers and sisters go, bye, bye, come back soon.
He'll be back for Christmas.
What's Christmas?
That's what I was gonna say. When you say this, you just stop hearing anything from them. But Remy and Tobiyashi, with your passive perception, you say, "What's Christmas? I don't know." Bye. See you then.
The solstice, but then I was like, I feel like it'd be really hard to track the exact day of the solstice if you couldn't see the stars.
Or sun.
Yeah. Anyway.
They have machines.
Also to clarify, I did take Terry back from Rec before we left.
Just left him
Oh,
there.
we go a day into traveling.
Just to
like,
make that clear.
Terry. Terry.
Damn it! I forgot him again.
Yeah, he's probably better off with them.
I mean, if I was gonna leave him somewhere, but no, he's made it clear he wants to stick around. So.
That's the one-shot campaign called Home Alone. It's just Terry.
Well, actually, no. It's like a la Perry the Platypus. Just like, hey, where's Terry?
There's Terry.
So, you get back on the road. Remy summons the magical steed. While you're traveling, Fisher, you have this dilemma. It's easy for Remy to summon two steed, but you don't need to share one with Remy. You can just go in the dimensional storage. You don't breed. Although it may bring back some unpleasant memories, but still. Because this time it's going to be several hours.
Not a terrible idea, because then I could. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but all the armor plating's in there, and the undead repeller thing is in there.
Everything is in there,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Right. So yeah, I think I might just hop in there and like prep everything.
Fisher, organize our closet.
Yeah, try not to trip over all of the empty vials and flasks, and also spare weaponry.
I was gonna be like, yeah, like the 50 bows, 100 swords, 100 axes. Just like, I know.
Look, we're ready for a small army. Should we need to lead one?
I'm pretty sure you don't have 100 swords, but
No, we have
Imagine
50.
Oh wait, hold
opening
on.
up.
Let me look, because I keep
No,
track
Remy,
of
because
that.
you forgot about all the ones I grabbed from the last camp that we were at too, with the bandits. The bandit camp where Civ had killed everybody.
I guess if you didn't tell me for me to hold on to it, then it's not in my inventory. But I have a special spot in D&D Beyond for things in the dimensional
grabbed, if
store.
you want to update it, I grabbed 30 of each.
For that one time, we will have the small army instead of facing off against a small army.
Yeah.
The 30 of each what?
Bow,
Short swords and short bows.
sword, short bows and short swords, yeah.
Okay, I'll put it in
Imagine-
there.
Imagine opening the dimensional storage above someone and just a whole bunch of swords fall on them.
That's 20d6 damage from falling short swords.
damn.
Alright,
And the
I'm
desk.
gonna hop in there and do whatever I can to prep or familiarize myself with the machinery that we will have to install.
I would like to gather up all my ki and get ready to deflect a missile on the beam of light that's coming to us. I'll use all my key points and a hit die.
Just stand on the front of the train.
I'm just waiting. I'm gonna do the Kung Fu Panda,
Yeah.
the Kung Fu Panda thing and shoot it back at him. Use all my key points, all my death saving throws.
Wait, why would you need to use
The inspirations I don't
you die.
Well, hopefully
it's
I don't
a final
die.
move, a sacrificial move.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a sacrificial move.
You muted yourself, audience.
Anyway, let's get going.
All right. So, it's a bit cluttered inside, with 4 large plates that allows you to protect the side of the train, a large device, enough weaponry to equip this village of people. And not the village people, just a village of people. While all of this is happening, you don't feel anything moving. It's so quiet inside of here and calm, and you have time. The only voice you hear is Terranad, which
berating me for voluntarily jumping back in the box that we could possibly be trapped in forever.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm telling you, reminding you, you did say that if we get trapped in here, I can blame you for this forever.
I believe I specified that was about that one time, and we didn't, so sorry.
Mm-hmm.
On the outside, I'll be like, Remy, you can like disguise yourself as something else, right?
Like you look in his direction, there's a box.
Yeah, but like, can you disguise yourself as like a different person or like race?
Audience just wants to see with feathers again.
No, that's not why I'm asking.
No, he wants to see Fisher with feathers.
No, I'm just at. Can you, Remy? Can you like be a different race?
Raimi gives the so motion.
Okay. Do you think you could be convincing enough that like, if I opened the storage space once we got back on the train and you went in, you could convince Fisher that it had been like millions of years and they finally had like figured out how to reopen it and like everyone he knew was dead?
Draken, have I ever seen a play like that?
That's an interesting question. Wow, okay. With a role like this, I'd say no, but after the first travel that you took using the orb, you took a little time to do research in the library of the garden to see if it's something that had ever happened. Someone waking up 5,000 years in the future for some reason. And you were able to find this small book that you think is a fiction, or at least you hope it is.
It's like Raimi considers for a moment. It's like
oddly enough, I didn't think about this when I was saying this. Oddly enough, the protagonist of this is one of the knights, the machine knights that you see in the garden. Why do I say oddly enough? Because they are 5 foot tall. They're all designed 5 foot tall.
All right, then Raimi gives a talent up.
All right, when we get to the train, I want you to go in after I open the orb. The rest of us are gonna hide, and you just like walk in. I want you to be like, "Hey, we found this orb on like a dragonborn corpse, and it's been like we don't know, like it's been like I don't know how long you've been trapped in here, but like, yeah, you can come up with it."
He literally can't.
He's just gonna repeat what you just said.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today
Yeah,
we're
you'll
gonna
figure
be
something out to the guy who literally can't.
Improvise.
Just improvise. You can do that, right?
Yeah, you got it.
Wait, Remy can't act?
Yeah, that's part of being a Kenku. He got the imagination ripped out of his soul.
Anyway, just see if you can convince him that it's been like thousands of years. Everyone he knows has died.
Who are we convincing again?
It's the
Fisher.
When you open the dimensional storage when you arrive at the train, it's to convince Fisher that he's been abandoned in the Misty Isles, and it's been thousands and thousands of years before someone find the crystal and actually manage to unlock it.
Or even better, convince him, and then when he comes out, I'll bonk him on the head with the frying pan and go surprise.
We're gonna get there and it's gonna be surrounded by undead. Because we try to pull a prank.
Surprise! There's a bunch of zombies trying to kill us.
Yeah, I mean, if it's gonna cause any danger, we won't do it, but...
Alright, so hours upon hours of travel, you finally find yourself reaching the hold on, how long did that take the first time? Let's see, where is Mid-Sal? High Sal, Low Sal, Mid-Sal. 36 miles, maybe 40 miles in total. You say that the horse can travel at 10 miles an hour?
It's 13 if it's dashing. It has no reason not to dash unless we're trying to be at least a little quiet about it.
Alright, well, so Fisher, you stay inside for roughly 4 hours. Just peace and quiet with Terranad.
How much is there to like actually learn about this stuff, or is it pretty simple? Just gonna be the
Occult has given you pretty clear instruction on how to install it, how to activate it, why it activates. So you have a bit of reading, and it's interesting. The different type of energy that are emitted by this. Radiant, of course, force, translating into a little bit of illusory magic to give the element of Displacer Beast and hidden to the train. So make an Arcana roll to see how much you learn from this.
That is a natural 20.
Wow.
For 27.
You know, you're not exactly sure if
I've got
it's...
thousands of years in here to figure it out, so...
Oh yeah, that's not gonna help you because you usually aren't that good. So when someone say it's been thousands of years, oh shit, that's why I'm so good at it.
Well, I mean, that also means you have the opportunity to do something wrong consistently for thousands of years.
You always thought that you need to push on that button to open it, but it's actually self-destruct. So, so you learn pretty much everything there is to learn about this. You're not sure if it's because it's your brother, and because of that there is an element that you've all been made by the same hands. It's the same type of logic that created each one of you, and so it sort of nearly feels familiar, the way he explains things. Because of that, you gain a pretty good understanding of how the device works. Good enough that you'd probably be able to repair it, so long as it is not completely destroyed.
Alright.
Time goes by.
Do I have an estimate for how long it'll take me to install?
The device itself, it's probably something like 10 or 20 minutes. You get the feeling that installing the plates is going to be longer because they need to be welded in several locations. And the only thing you have to weld is magic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, technically, you could always ask audience to weld one side of one plate with his incredible breath weapon.
Yeah, audience, can you get this spot? Thanks. Okay, go away.
Alright.
That's all you can do? Okay.
Let me see what I can do.
It's not that impressive, huh?
Well, if
mean-
I have a heart attack, I can do more.
Yeah.
I mean, above table, what you could do is so Fisher could hold his action to do chromatic strike, and then
I mean, I was
and then
thinking
use
of
his blade too.
yeah, it just chromatic strike on
Chromatic strike.
just probably just like a dagger. Probably be easier to wield than the
No,
big old great
no,
sword.
no. I was thinking that you have to use your great sword. That way, it's gonna look like a lightsaber. You're just gonna go.
That would be
Oops! I cut out a piece of string. So 4 hours passed, and you gain a pretty good understanding of how it is. For you outside, the scenery is much more peaceful. You don't have this feeling of impending doom following you. You don't have this feeling that another god is watching all of you. Well, that's probably more audience. You don't get a feeling that if you don't move away really fast, something really bad and big is going to catch up with you. You do see a few undeads. A few runners try to catch up with you, but 10 miles an hour is pretty fast. And although they don't get tired easily, because slowly you're making distance and distance and distance, they eventually lose interest and go somewhere else. You find yourself in front of all the bridge in the lake where you crossed there a few days earlier. You take the same series of bridge. And then, finally, eventually, you see in the distance the village that you are hoping to find. Now, there is a decent amount of undead around it. Not as much as there was when you left, because it's been nearly 2 days and a half, and some of them simply started wandering off again. But if you remember correctly, you left the train on the turning plate in the middle of of this village.
Did we turn it or no? I
don't think you did.
No,
No.
we wanted to wait to turn it because we knew it would make
Attract a
noise.
bunch of.
So you find yourself outside of this village. Last time you climbed a wall and jumped off of it. Right now, as you arrive, you know that the steeds are going to disappear in a few moments. You can always just keep Fisher in his dimensional storage for a while, and the bomb closet. Or you can wait till the very last moment, and once you're in front of the train, get him out quickly before the undead catch up to you. Take his lever and put it on the train to unlock it, because you left it locked.
We'll do the prank another time, Remy. We're gonna get. Keep it in mind, though. It's a good one, I think.
Maybe gives a talent up.
Maybe I'll work with the gnomes if we get back to the garden on ways to make it more believable.
Oh shit! They're gonna.
They just
love
have
it.
like a screen behind them that looks like a bunch of rubble. Make Remy look different.
Oh man, if you give gnomes a day to prepare this, man, you're gonna get an entire play around it.
I mean, they did put together a whole musical performance for Fisher.
I still have
Yeah.
it.
Well, that's all I'd be like. It would be like pranking Fisher.
Yeah.
Probably into it.
Yeah, absolutely. They're gnomes.
Alright, we'll keep it in the books.
All right. So how did you enter the village? Main gate, which has been forced open, but a lot of undeads. Climb a wall again. Dig under the wall. You'll be there in 5 days.
I think we just go through the main gate.
All right.
Not gonna climb back over the wall like we did
Or we could do that.
to get in.
I mean, apparently the wall is traversable.
Easy.
Well, you can climb up it. They're warded against undeads, and you're not undeads. Well, then
What about the acid cloud?
That's the process.
place.
It's the city. That's just the village.
Oh.
It's not here.
Oh.
We are warded against undead, right? Are we not? Yet.
Fuck it, let's go through the front entrance.
No, you're not warded. You have a scroll that would teach you the Salt Ward. Oh, by the way, I created the... Did I? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did.
Wait, did I?
No, I'm pretty sure I did. I think I created the spell Salt Ward in D&D Beyond. So, if you want, you can keep it in store to use it, or keep it in store to learn it. So, which way are you going to take? Above the wall or the main gate?
We'll go above the wall. I mean, I have the rope for it.
Okay. You draw the slow-moving zombies a bit away, and while someone is showing his cardio prowess by kiting them away, audience, you easily have enough time to take the rope out, make it go all the way up, and slowly get Remy and Tobiyashi. Well, I feel like it's probably Tobiyashi running around trying to get the zombies. Yeah, of course.
Trying to get the zombies.
Yeah, to get them away from the wall. Give audience enough room. I feel like it's probably you. I may be mistaken.
Okay. I could do it.
Yeah, you're the one who can run the fastest without any efforts.
Like I really get a thigh working, like a thigh and bone workout.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you gotta think
Gotta
about
work out
poor
the
Remy.
glutes somehow.
You know, having to run without feathers.
And it's probably cold out there for him.
Well, no, he has the ring, but still, you know, the bear skin is just gonna rub. Ah, that's so unpleasant.
Oh, yeah. He's gonna chafe.
Yeah.
Do I have to roll something?
Athletic.
Ah. 22. Let's waste a good roll on running around zombies.
Yeah, you actually
18
do such a good
plus
job of
4.
kiting them that audience has a completely deserted wall in front of them.
Alright, I'll tell my rope to go up.
I step away and then I auto them and then I step away again and I auto them and then I step away.
Nice.
I got 10 feet of range.
So then the tower takes care of the rest.
But do you throw
tower.
out the Ash W2 in there to keep it slow?
Oh yeah, I could, yeah.
Okay. So, your plan is easy enough, and with such a good roll, audience, it works perfectly. You get the rope up, Remy climbs, you climb, and then when Tobiyashi arrives, you pull the rope and he's stuck below, and then you just say, sorry, it's a joke. And then
I use my silk. Always leaving me behind. We do the whole skit from I forgot what the movie was. Never mind.
Well, that helped a lot. So you find yourself on the wall, looking at everything. You see the train; it's still there. It's a good thing. There's still a shimmer around it. It seems like the shimmer has kept a few undead close to it, and some of them want to know what it is. You actually see some of them trying to bite the train, but because of that shimmer on top of it, because of this magical barrier that locks the train completely, you just see their mouth sliding over it and just go. But it's just maybe 7 or 8 undead. So long as you don't get surrounded by them, you know that they're not that hard to kill. You can always use Tobiyashi again also, you know, just saying.
I could do it again.
And then he rolls a natural 1. And this is how Toby died.
Gets ripped apart limb by limb. You guys just watch the whole thing.
Oh, bummer. Oh, wow.
Dang, that's sad.
Alright, well.
Then I'll come back as Amalgam and follow you guys around for the rest of the campaign.
Are you sure you're gonna be able to play someone that is crazy as that?
Oh yeah, I'll just bring out my streamer.
Alright, well, make a roll and see how you fare with kiting these undeads.
Nine.
This time it doesn't go as well. It doesn't go as smoothly. You jump off the wall and you start running toward the train, and just as you're arriving toward the train and you feel, okay, all I need to do is run around and catch everyone and just keep on pulling them away, you trip on a rock and fall face first in the freshly fallen snow of the last few days. You see Tobiyashi just disappearing in the in the maybe 1 foot thick snow. And then suddenly just reappearing, shaking his head, getting the snow off of his head. And then this is when you realize, haha, yeah, sure, that's gonna be fun. You see the undeads, they are something like 2 or 3 feet away when you see this, and you just get up and start trying to run as far as you can from them. But as you see everyone going down the wall, reaching the train, audience is probably, at least I hope, taking the dimensional storage out. Just as you see him unzip the front gate, one of them actually tries and grab and bite you, the undead, the Tobiyashi.
Okay.
I believe it's at the bottom. Undead, jumping spider, ghoul, zombies. Here you go. So it's 18.
That is my AC. I would like the shield.
Soon.
That's it. It grabbed me. So does it attack me first or grab me?
It attacks, and if you are smaller than large creature, it grapples you.
Okay.
So the damage is... Oh. 9 points of piercing damage as the zombie manages to grab and bite you at the same time. Make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Oh, fuck. That's time for my zombie era, guys. Okay. It said con save?
Yes.
15.
Okay. With this, you realize that you've just been grappled, and you... Ah, damn! And you notice that there are 7 or 8 zombies that are all getting really close. You can try and either beat him up, killing him, or break the grapple.
Well, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna hit him and try to hit him 5 feet back to break the grapple and run.
Okay.
At 22?
That's more than enough.
16 plus 6.
It's more than enough to hit them.
Alright, I do... Ooh! 9 points of damage, and I will hit him back 5 feet.
You punch him, and oh, Valendine's there. You punch him, and you see him slide, and oh, yeah.
I've broken grapple like that before.
Yeah, no. I don't doubt it. It's a bit odd, but yeah, no, I don't doubt it.
I like to imagine I just kick him in the solar plexus while he's holding on to me, and he... Let's go.
Alright, so you manage to push him off, and he just makes a few steps, falls to the ground, and slowly starts getting up again. You have your chance to start trying to run again.
Yeah. Turn around and run for it.
Ooh. So, you're running around the train, and you're almost all the way there. You know that you're about to turn one corner, and you're gonna see audience, but just as you're about to turn, you find yourself face to face with one undead that didn't go the same way, and he's really on top of you. He grabs you and bites you really hard.
God damn it.
With a natural 20.
Well,
Of
con
course.
save again, right?
Yeah. Can't stay.
20. Not natural.
Okay.
19 plus 1.
So the other time I didn't hit critical and I did maximum damage, but this time I hit critical and I do minimum damage.
Classic.
Yeah, absolutely. You reacted just quickly enough, and this is why you easily succeeded the saving throw. The bite just glanced you, and you took 5 points of piercing damage as this creature grapples and bites you.
Ugh. Well, since I'm already running at him, I think I'm gonna try to headbutt him 5 feet back. Break his jaw with my face.
Go ahead.
Alright, let's do. Okay, let's try that again.
You know,
the first one was a 4.
Tabayashi is one of those characters who took the advice, use your head, a bit too literally.
Well,
it depends on who said it. If it was Rack, then that's exactly what he meant.
18. 12 plus 6, right? Did I
18 is
miscount
enough.
that? Okay.
How much damage do you do?
Damage! Oh, I did minimum damage this time, too.
Damn.
4 points of bludgeoning damage, and I hit him 5 feet back and then jump on the tram. If I am. Am I supposed to jump on the train now? We're ready, guys, right?
Well, I was just gonna finish you running around the train and go back to everyone else. So,
Okay.
You probably see this, especially Remy, because your passive perception. You just heard him just go. Running in the snow. Yeah,
Like, well, they're not screaming, so it's not a. It's not one of the runners.
You see this undead at the other side of the train, and you have this moment where you see, oh shit, Tobiashi's gonna get caught. How do I say this? But immediately you see this undead go poof, and he goes back a few steps, and you see Tobiashi midair with a headbutt.
I'm like, ow, ow. And like right after, I'm just like, oh.
Well, actually, it's
the
an
cold
undead.
makes it so much worse.
It's an undead, so you sort of partially caved in his head, so it's more like, there's undead juice all on your forehead.
It's getting in my mouth.
Alright, so we have a few rounds, which means audience, you get there, get the dimensional storage out. Fisher comes out. Then Remy forgot, and he just plays out your day.
Yeah, we're all dead, Fisher, as we stand here. All just an illusion.
Yeah, I'll hop out, grab the lever, and unlock the train.
Alright, put the lever in, you wait a moment for it to stick properly. Pull it once, pull it twice. You see the barrier around the train just go. And when you pull it all the way down, you also hear all the vents inside of the train just reopening themselves. Of course, the sound did draw a little bit of attention, but those running around the train were a bit busy because, you know, Tobiashi's running around and headbutting things.
Sorry.
So, now that the train is unlocked, you need to turn the table.
I'll go to turn the table, or me and Fisher can both work on it if
I
it goes
believe
faster.
Ahead of time, when we left here, I checked the automated mechanism, right?
Yes.
And I believe it was functional.
You believe it is functional, yes.
Oh, so can you just hit the automated?
Yeah.
Or reset it? Okay.
Incidentally, as a precaution, like Raimi is now going to go to the up to the top of the train, middle of the train, and he's just gonna casually put a just like turn on his lantern for Pass Without Trace, and then get the talent up.
Oh, I thought you were gonna mimic a train.
Nice.
Get on top of the train and choo choo.
Maybe if we were in a situation where we were wanting to get attention.
Ooh, yeah. All right. So Tobiashi's doing a good job of drawing the undead's attention, although some of them try to grab. You did clear out the shed the first time, so when you arrived there, nothing went back inside. It's easy for you, Fisher, unless you roll a natural 1, with Arcana to just...
We're good. We're okay.
How the turn.
You rolled a 2?
Yeah.
You have a moment where their audience, when you see Fisher just going, hold on, was that there before?
I'm too focused on the new machine I just spent 4 hours learning about. I forgot what this one did for a second.
And then, you know, it's
Fisher, you're good, buddy.
Yeah.
it's your new points of intelligence. It's you look at this
Yeah.
and I feel like this lever wasn't there the first time. I didn't notice this button.
And you start pressing that button, and like that's the sunsettable retractable awning trademark.
So you have a moment there where you're struggling. You feel like your understanding was primitive before, but now it is clear. Unfortunately, it is clear while Tobiashi is slowly gathering up undeads and having to fend them off one after the other. But, like I said, only a natural 1 would have made you miss, so you eventually managed to get your bearings. Oh, yeah. That's how it's supposed to be done. All right. Pull a lever, turn a knob, pull it, grab it.
He turns around one more time. Wait, this place had cup holders the whole time?
Alright, so the table starts turning immediately. You hear this.
Is it a little quieter because Remy cast Pass Without Trace?
No, it's just that no one sees the train turning.
Cool.
There's no train there.
It's just a dark cloud turning on itself.
Alright. And then I'll run back into the train and start
All right.
actually getting it started.
It doesn't take long. You run maybe 1 round, 2 round, you're just about to arrive in the train and you start hearing the distance the screams of those who are still waiting there, those that the undead has not completely zombified, or maybe better taken than the others. You know, in your heart, you don't need to look at audience, but you know that he's grinning right now. You're sure of it. You have time to get on the train, and this is where you have this moment of, ah, damn, I didn't think about that. The train is not active. You need 20 minutes to warm up the engine and get it moving.
Start the train, Fisher.
Well,
That's what I'm doing.
No, do it. Luckily, the zombies can't actually get through the armor. It's only ghouls we have to worry about.
I'm gonna set up a hammock on the train and let audience deal with this. Go lay down, relax.
Man, I don't think there are that many ghouls. We heard like what, one scream?
Initially, when you know it's the perfect movie moment where you say this and then you hear a response from somewhere else, and then another response, and another response. Fisher, from inside of you, you hear someone say, "You really just had to say it, didn't he?"
I didn't say anything.
I'm still not worried about ghouls, but I'll go up and bonk them if they try and climb the train.
Alright.
I fear no ghouls.
Alright, well, I think with this is a good moment to take our break. So, we will be back in 15 minutes. This is the break, and it's not going to be ghoul sounds, it's going to be duck sound while we take a break. Alright, so see you in 15 minutes after the break. Have a nice time at the toilet or grabbing snacks, preferably not both at the same time.
Well, don't have too nice of a time at the toilet.
You only have 15 minutes. No, never mind.
My snack cabinet is in the bathroom, so...
That's like 10 times. Wait, what? Sorry, okay, never mind. Alright.
No, I think you just outed yourself to any female watching this. Alright, see... Please, Remy, tell me you clipped this. So, let's see. See you back in 15 minutes. Bye. Hello and welcome back. See, no one died in the bathroom this time. And audience had enough, Sam had enough time to do his business 10 times.
Actually, we got to 11.
Damn.
Ah, beat the
Breaking
world
records.
record. Let's go, guys. We've got a new PR now.
Yeah.
It was all within the first 30 seconds, but
Okay.
the rest was just recovery.
Okay. So just like
put that on speedrun.com.
So just like dog, you have learned to dog with their urine. You have learned how to save part of the reserve for later. It's always only the minimum quantity that is used. Alright. On that pleasant note. Oh, I could say something, but I'm not. I'm not. So, on that pleasant note, we go back to the train starting up and doing a whole lot of noise. And the platform turning and the undead starting to move toward the train. And just as audience says, I'm not worried. It's only just one of them. You hear an answer, and another answer, and another answer. Well, that's probably more Tobiashi that goes, because audience is, oh yeah. Come on. So, you see the undead starting to pile up all around the train. The table itself doesn't take 20 minutes to turn, and easily enough, you reach the point where you can simply start it up. One day you're gonna really hate me for this. It's just that you didn't find it. There was an easier way. And you're gonna hate me so much when I tell you. The train starts up slowly. Undead piling up everywhere. Some of them...
Just cold start the train.
Sorry?
Let's go. Oh, nothing.
Oh no, you have 20 minutes. You need to wait 20 minutes of this for the train to fully start. At least, did I say 20 or 10 minutes before? Huh.
You're muted.
No, I'm not muted. Oh no, it's someone else. Okay. What did you say?
I thought it was like 15.
Why did I say 15 minutes? I'm more of a 10 or 20 guy.
Giggity?
Is this something I have to be actively doing the entire time? Or can I, like, start it and then it just needs to warm up?
Yeah, it needs to start. You can hear it slowly warming itself up. There's sort of this noise inside of it that's growing a little louder every time and picking up in speed. And you can feel some heat gathering around the boiler. But it's gonna take another, and it's gonna take more time before it is possible to move the train with this. After just 10 minutes, there are so many undeads gathering up around. You even have this brief moment of, I hope the train can push through all of this, because it's starting to be a significant amount. Like audience stated, most of the normal zombies are not very smart, and climbing upstairs is a bit of a challenge for them, so audience just waiting for them there. Probably Fisher on the other side, as you can climb up small ladders on both sides. You've both seen that they're really easy to hit. Fisher, I believe you can nearly one-shot them if you use Great Weapon Master, and you know they have a very low AC, so you probably can use it quite easily. What is your minimum damage when you're using Great Weapon Master?
Minimum is 19.
Yeah. Okay. So minimum damage doesn't quite cut it, but since you can actually do this twice and it's only a single ladder, yeah, you easily manage to push off those who try to get in.
Yeah, average is 24.
Yeah. Yeah, but with minimum damage twice in a round, it's enough to put him down. Not completely destroy it, but at least put him down. And the moment he stops moving, well, he's gonna have to get back up next turn. So even though you're not thinning the herd, you are preventing them from climbing up. Until you...
I'll help.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're gonna need to help audience, because let's face it, he's just a paladin. So
I know. It's crazy that I have to get out of my hammock, come help the guy who kills undead people. I just can't believe.
I mean, you don't have to help me.
It's a joke. I'm gonna come help you.
I mean, no. I mean, legitimately, I probably can take like 5 or 6 ghouls.
How many are around us, though?
A lot more than that.
They're slowly piling up, zombies. Pushing
also,
up...
technically, I get 3 attacks if I kill something.
Well, also, to be fair, zombies don't... Well, we don't care about zombies too much, though, because they can't get through the armor.
if I see them climbing up, or like I see a ghoul or something, I'll hit them off of the train.
Well, you're gonna get your wish because after 10 minutes and the amount of zombies gathering around the train is starting to be impressive, you do see those sprinters going toward you, screaming as they're arriving. You don't know why, but you feel like it would be an incredibly horrible monster if they carried bombs in their hands.
Oh.
It's a first-person
Sounds
shooter.
like it.
Ever played Serious Sam? There's a monster like this that has a bomb in each hand, and they just run it toward you, screaming. You hear them coming from very far away because you're. All right, so the ghoul.
Killing him.
A ghoul slams in the train, on the side of the train, and you have this moment, Fisher, that, aha! I forgot about them doing this. They slam in the wheels every time they do this. One of them, and you see it starting to climb one of the side.
I hit it off.
All right, well, Tobiashi's first, so let's go. Sitting on the top of the train, he's go off.
Mm-hmm. 20. Not natural.
It's enough to hit.
Okay. And I will hit it. I'll do my damage, I guess, and then I'll hit it off the train 5 feet.
Okay.
Hit it 5 feet back. So it
Okay.
gets off the train. 9 points of damage.
Okay. So you hit it back and you use your ability to just shove it off the train. Audience, you had that moment where, oh no, I have a, oh god damn it.
I'll wait for it to come back.
The second one that arrives, arrives on Fisher's side. Fisher, you see one running toward you, sprinting as hard as it can.
Can I chop its head off?
Well, it slams into the train first, and you have this moment again where you get, I forgot they do this. Because they could damage the train if they keep doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Then it starts climbing up. You have ample time to try and hit it because it's busy climbing, so you get one shot free.
That's 22 to hit
That's enough.
with Great Weapon Master. For 26.
For 26 damage. Alright,
Yeah.
You slam once into it. It's still up.
That's a 19 to hit
Yes, it is. It's good.
for 25 damage.
26 and 25. So,
51.
If it's still up, Raimi might come in for a cleanup.
yeah, because you gotta earn your name. You still need to be called Double Tap Remy. So,
I have to earn that title.
so Audion, it's a 10-second guy, and Remy is Double Tap Remy. So, the first hit nearly cleaves through on the shoulder. Fisher, the second hit went through went through his chest. But you see it still going, ah! And so Remy needs to finish to mop up this creature.
This would be a 25 to hit.
That is enough.
Oh wait, hold on. Is this a melee range or
Well,
like range?
for
range?
Fisher it was melee, but you have options.
It's
climbing one of the sides, so you don't need to be right in front of it, but you can if you want to.
It's better to try to get it from range if for no other reason than getting away from the train. So actually, only a 23 there hit, but that still hits anyway.
Yes. It's only a 23.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a downgrade, technically.
I'm gonna need to increase the armor of my bosses. I thought.
Then I can't use Great Weapon Master.
Well, that's the point.
Okay, that's gonna be. That go 4, 10, 16, 20, 23, 28 force.
You're using the bow, is that it?
Yeah, I'm using the bow.
Alright. So, you use the bow and you see it with Fisher's sword inside of his chest. You let it go, and the arrow just goes right through the chest, and you see it fall backward. You have this brief moment where you think, alright, we got it. But it's probably gonna come up. I mean, his head is still there. Oh, god damn it.
We beat the shit out of it before it gets back up.
I would like to lightning bolt it on the ground.
I feel like
I'm
that's...
kidding. I'm not gonna.
You've already helped audience's side.
Yeah, I know.
More important that like a Fisher, because then he can get critical damage off of.
All right, well, for this one, that's all there is to them. But you see them again getting back up and trying to climb the train.
I cast energy strings just outside the train.
Okay.
To stop them getting to it.
So you basically cover. How wide can you do it?
It's web size. It's 20. All
right, so you can't cover the entire train, but you can cover part of it.
No.
All right.
I could also
actually, Fisher, if it might be preferable, because Raimi could cast web, and so then you could be concentrating on. Oh no, it's not a non-concentration spell, right?
Yeah, mine isn't concentration. It doesn't restrain. It only grapples.
In which case, I'll leave that one up to you then, because if it would be easier for you if Raimi casts web, I could do that. I guess both could be active.
Yeah, I can't cover the whole train with an energy, so yeah, we could do a web one side, I energy strings the other side.
Well, the total length of the train is, if I remember correctly, 60 feet.
60, okay.
So you did state that a couple sessions ago.
Yeah.
Okay. So, we still couldn't... I can cast it multiple times.
Over multiple rounds.
Over multiple rounds.
Something you could have done before everything started, but hey.
Yeah.
I feel like this is...
Actually, I will...
Well, in fairness, again, we thought that the Pass Without Trace would be enough to muffle the noise. So...
Yeah.
I was about to say, actually, it feels like something that Terranad would say.
Uh-huh.
Because like it did muffle the noise when we came in, like at a different section of this aisle.
Well, the thing is that it muffled the sound of the train, but it didn't muffle the sound of the gears turning, and that brought monsters to where it was.
Could I action surge and throw out 2 energy strings?
I don't see why not. It's a single action. It gets you 2 action. Yeah.
I think I'll do that.
Yeah, if you do like left and right, and then like maybe the web could be in the center, or at least maybe the web covers the place for the most sensitive question mark.
Yeah.
Well, you'd be able to cover one side of. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, between because if his is a 20-foot square as well, then yeah, between 2 castings of energy strings and web, that would be 60 feet of area covered.
So one side of the train would be covered. Are you covering the left or right side?
What side is audience not on?
That's a good question.
I'm with Toby.
Well, the well was rolling the dice. I put audience on the right side, so.
Then I think we do the left side.
All right. So as you see this arriving, you both cast your spells, and you cover an entire side, making sure that things are okay. From the other side, you know, this one probably more Tobiashi than audience, because audience wants to fight them. But Tobiashi, you see this runner arriving, and it's gonna slam the train so hard. You have this moment where, oh shit, it's probably gonna break something, and it slams the train. And fortunately, it doesn't hit one of the wheels, because the train made its saving throw with a natural 20. So what happened actually instead is you see the head of that thing just go.
Yeah.
Ugh, shit.
I think it would be best if I...
It just burned into a window on the train.
I think it would be best if I hold my action for when I see one getting close enough for me to hit it, which is within 10 feet. So I can hit it back instead of it hitting the train full force.
Alright. So...
With my meteor hammer. So I'll let audience take care of all the ones that are close. And then if I see ones running towards the train, I'll hit them back.
Alright. So I've rolled everything, and 2 of them seems to be getting caught on the trap that Fisher and Remy has set on the other side. 4 of them, however, are trying to climb from the place where you are on the other side. So you basically have 1 undead each.
Oh, well, let's do it.
All right, let's go in order. From the interface, which means Tobiashi, you go first.
Oh, okay. First time. 14 to hit.
That is enough.
Okay, and then that one does... Wow. 7 points of damage, and on the second hit... 19 to hit. It's 11 points of damage. And then fuck it, we want to get rid of these guys, huh? So needs a key point, and I will hit him 2 times again. My unarmed strike. First one 20. And then uh, 19.
Okay.
And then the first one does 5 damage. Second one does 9 damage, and then on the second hit, I'm going to knock him back 5 feet just in case he doesn't die.
Okay, now ghouls are stronger, so you don't kill it, but you push it off because of your feet.
Can I push it towards the audience?
Giving more! More! Yeah, sure.
Alright, yeah, I hit him towards the audience.
Hit him to the side. Audience, you see one climbing up, jumping toward you, and you see Tobiashi's zombie arriving from your side, being pushed back toward you.
Well, I have two attacks.
In fairness, if the zombie tries to attack Tobiashi, then like audience does get a reaction attack on them.
I also have 2 attacks, so.
Well, you're spread out on the side of the train, so it really is to make sure that you cover it all, so you're not gonna get your reaction. Unless you want to all bunch up. In that case, there will be a hole in the defense, and some zombies could get through the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got 60 feet to cover.
Yeah.
Standing right next to each other, probably not the best.
Well, audience, your turn.
Is it my turn?
Yes?
Yeah.
Alright, sick. Alright, let's roll my attacks. Yeah. That's a 15 to hit.
That is enough.
8 plus 2d6.
It's a D&D song, yeah.
16 damage. 8 of it radiant on the one Toby pushed towards me.
Okay. Ooh.
Does it fall below 25?
I forgot about that, yes.
Alright, then gotta be 15 or it auto dies.
You see it arrive, you swing up and... Yeah! They don't blow up slimy with this, they blow up in ash. Come on, next one!
And then I'll go hit the other one that's climbing at me. With a... Nope, I'll miss, I think. That's a 10.
Oh, no,
Yeah, they have like 14.
sorry. Yeah, 10 is not enough.
Alright, I'll miss that one. Okay,
Alright,
that's my turn.
next one on the interface, Remy. You saw one turn into ash in the air. Just go. Yeah. And then
it is
goes
a nice...
and miss the next one.
Yeah, that's like that one's less impressive. It's like
That's okay. Remy has a very selective memory.
but yeah, in which case, like Remy will like fire the arrow at their side. Okay, so okay, that'll be a 27, so we're fine there. So. Oh Jesus!
What is he? What did he do now?
Good oh Jesus or bad oh Jesus?
Bad oh Jesus, because like there's like 3 ones on my sneak attack dice. So I'm only doing a total of 15 force.
Well, you know, it hits. That's one thing. You hit the zombie, you just go.
Statistically, it happens, but it still sucks to see. Yeah, that's it for Remy.
All right, Fisher. You got one climbing for you.
I'll smack him.
Off with his head.
That's 16 to hit.
That's enough.
For 23.
It's not down.
I'm gonna smack him again.
Go ahead.
That is a 22 to hit.
That is enough.
For that's another 23.
Still up. It's not holding by much. The first attack didn't do much damage on him. The second one, you managed to shove your sword inside of his gut and turn it, and you have this moment where, yeah! Ah, damn, I forgot. That doesn't do much for them.
Ah, shoot. Forgot to green flame blade. Oh.
What up, what up?
Yeah, that's all I can do. I don't get my bonus action attack unless I kill it.
Alright. Well,
So.
in that case, one's going to attack audience with a whopping 13.
That won't hit.
One's going to attack Remy with an incredible 19.
That misses.
And one's going to attack Fisher for a natural 20.
Ow.
You gonna self-revive that, or are you gonna let it ride?
I don't have.
Not Rob.
I'm gonna let it.
You
I don't have a lot of spell points left.
Oh. Didn't you just rest?
Well, yeah, but then I just cast 2 second level spells, which is like half of my.
Fair enough.
Like I'll
almost.
I'll barbs it for you.
Oh, thank you, Remy.
I'll even give you the advantage.
Ah,
So it goes from a natural 20 to a 7.
yeah, no, that's not gonna do it.
So you had that moment where your sword was still shoved in its guts, and you had, yeah, I got it. No, I didn't got it. This is so bad. And you just saw him sort of reach out to you, trying to grab you, and Remy just. I know that was an awful sound effect.
So Raimi throws a small glitter bomb at it, and it.
All right.
Pull out my crystal that says, "You can do it."
Honestly, I'm a little surprised that you still remember that you have that.
I think
actually a
about it
little
every
happy on
once
the
in a while. I just think of like the best time to use it. I was gonna use it during that fight with the audience and the guy, but I was like, nah.
That would have just been mean. Alright. Tobiyashi, you don't have anyone against you, but you see the zombies.
Nobody's trying to attack me?
No, you don't
Okay.
have anyone, but someone's trying to attack Audience, someone's trying to attack Remy, someone's trying to attack Fisher.
Alright. I bop all of them. So first I'm gonna hit the one that's attacking, which one looks lowest? Is it the one fighting Fisher? Fisher tore that one apart, right?
Well, yeah, it's nearly down, but
Okay.
you know, it's nearly down, but it's not destroyed. You'd have to be able to do as much damage as he did and a little bit more to cover the distance to kill him permanently.
Mm-hmm. Lightning. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to. Should I think. Okay. I am going to hit the one that is attacking. Audience has himself. I believe in audience, so I'm going to attack the one that's attacking Fisher.
Go ahead.
All right. First one.
I'm feeling so supported right now.
See? It's because now everyone knows
a 9. A 9 to hit.
No, that's not enough.
All right, then my second attack.
You know, life really turned around after you met your family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suddenly you're not alone. People are helping you.
I say fuck it. I'm gonna use it this one time. I take out my sword whip and I'm gonna turn it into a long sword.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to whoa.
Then go all out just
Natural 20. That is so 28 altogether.
Hell yeah.
At 20, so it's 1d10 plus 5. Never done that much damage in one attack.
And it's a critical
And then
attack.
this is doubled. So it's 20 points of wait, no.
What is doubled is what you roll.
So the D10 doubles.
The D10 double. So it's 15 points of damage.
Nice.
15 points of damage, and then I'm going to.
And that's
Okay,
a
let's kill
critical,
it.
so it won't regenerate it.
Okay, and then fuck it, let's get rid of this thing.
So
And I'm going
that
to-
attack is enough to put it down, but you know that it's going to come
Yeah.
back up.
I'm gonna use my key points and hit it twice with my fist.
Go, go, go.
First one, 13.
It is currently dead on the ground.
Oh,
If you
So
hit, it's a crit.
oh. Okay, so it's 19 to hit. And then unarmed strike damage. 10, 13 points of damage. And I'm gonna hit it again. I'd like to headbutt his skull into the ground. 18 to hit, and then another crit, which is 11 points of damage to the guy right there.
All right, you go to town on that thing, just pulverizing it, and you have this moment where, no, I'm gonna be one called Double Tap Toby.
Is it still not demolished?
Not completely, no.
Rename
Alright, I'm gonna
Flurry
use-
of Blows to double tap.
Double tap, yeah. I am now going to use action surge. No,
Damn, you're angry at this thing. You can if you want to.
well, okay, how long is it going to take us to get to that place? We have time to rest, right?
Yes, once the train starts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also,
then,
because I'll want to put on all the armor and everything before we.
yeah, so I'm going to action surge. I'm going to. Is the one that's attacking Remy? No, never mind. I'm not going to do that. I am going to attack it with my great sword twice. Well, I'm going to attack it the first time and see what happens. $23 to hit. I'm guessing it hits. It's also on the ground, so.
Yes.
13 points of damage, slashing damage. Gone.
You hit it again, but this time you go at it with anger and you just step on the head and it goes.
All right. Well, since I'm
spreading
already
a whole
in
lot
action
of
surge,
gooey stuff on the deck of this train.
now that I'm already in action surge, I'll go over the one that's attacking Remy and I'll hit it with my next attack.
Go ahead.
Um,
Don't forget to scream while you're doing this. Ah!
Look, I don't think you can afford the level in Barbarian.
Made me not be able to count. 15 to hit.
15 to hit? Yes, it is enough.
Okay.
Sorry. I thought it was the damage.
Fine. 12 points of damage. And then with my action surge, I could use my bonus action again, right? Or no?
No.
Is that not allowed? Okay. That's the end of my turn.
All right. Good turn. Good turn. Audience, you have one in front of you. You just saw Tobiyashi kill one and then rage against the one in front of Remy.
Oh.
Alright.
There's one in front
Yeah,
of
I
you.
can.
Yep, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna hit it.
Go ahead. This time,
But
really hit it.
27.
It's enough.
And I guess we
No.
have time to rest. I might as well use a level 2 Divine Smite.
Oh! Let the light shine.
I just
So.
changed my 2 levels in fighter to barbarian.
I'll let you know how that goes. That's 6. Okay. Stop at some point. And then 23 points of radiant damage. So 29 damage in total.
29. That is enough to reduce it below 25, so it has to make a saving throw. And the DC is
15.
14. The light energy from your god and from the mace enters the creature, and it just...
Is there anything else to hit?
about 70 zombies at the bottom of the stairs, slowly managing them their self. No, there's one in front of Remy for your second attack.
Oh, I'll go hit that one.
Remy, audience comes to help you. 2 words that you want to know.
23.
Audience is always his book.
Is this one already hurt or not hurt?
No, it regenerated. It wasn't permanent damage.
Alright. We'll use another level 2, because why not? We're just killing these guys. 23. Alright. Ba-da-ba-ba. 7 plus. Da-da. Da-da-da-da. 7 plus 29, so that's 36 damage.
Saving throw. 10. It blows up.
I like fighting ghouls.
With a Mace of Disruption, it's always fun fighting ghouls.
Hashtag goals.
Audience looks around kind of disappointedly, seeing that there's no other what he considers worthy enemies to kill at the moment.
Well, there are the 2 that are stuck in Fisher's trap, but, you know, they're a bit harder to get.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean? There's me, there's Fisher, there's Rem. No, just kidding.
Okay, Fisher, yes, you.
Whoa, here. I'm gonna double lightning bolt you in your sleep.
I'm gonna resist half of both of the damage.
Fuck.
So it's the equivalent of just lightning bolt him once.
Yeah.
But then again, he'll be in his sleep, so it's going to be critical damage.
That would be critical.
So, you managed to take off the 4 that were the most dangerous to the train. But you see this wave of undead slowly piling up, and simply because they keep pushing and keep pushing, eventually one managed to reach the top, and another one, and another one, and another one. And they're starting to appear from everywhere. So you can always just keep hacking at them as they're going up, but you've seen how that plays eventually ends. Or you can
Green card.
retreat inside and
Wow.
hope the
Three.
walls of the cabin will hold for another 8 minutes.
I think instead, We didn't use them on that last fight, did we? I think I only used one.
It's
a
always an option.
scroll? I don't think we need to use a scroll. I mean, it literally was said that the armor will hold against basic zombies.
Okay. Alright, yeah, let's hide inside
It's
then.
only the ghouls that were like worrying.
Well, if we hide inside, we won't see if the ghouls are coming, right?
You'll hear them. They're gonna crash.
There are
on
two ghouls. There are two ghouls left, right?
Yeah, but they're stuck in Fisher's trap right now.
Alright.
Fisher, do you want to release them so we can just kill them? So then we can just go back inside if there are no more ghouls, since the armor will hold against zombies. So we don't like go inside and then they hold, and then they escape and then like damage the train.
Yeah, it seems like a decent idea.
And we can all
really just end it, right?
It's not concentration, so no.
Yeah.
Oh.
How long does it last?
Well,
8
let's
hours.
see if they 8 hours. Oh, 8
They'll
hours.
be stuck in there for 8 hours. Don't worry
Well,
about
let's
it.
wait. Let's wait like a little
Well,
bit
they get to
longer
keep
and see if they.
making-
Yeah, let's see if they escape in the next couple rounds.
What is your DC?
It just went up. It is now 16.
Damn, I rolled a 15.
I believe it's...
Alright, well, on the second turn...
It has to be a check, yeah, not a save.
I don't think they have saving throw proficiencies anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So... It takes a few moments before one of them actually manages to escape. And you're starting to see zombies, the hand of zombies just reaching out for the side of the train slowly. So you know that there's not going to be a whole lot of time before you get swarmed. But one of them actually manages to get free and just jump off and go right for all of you.
I ready an action in the time that I saw it escaping, so I would have an action when it jumped at me.
Alright, since you put yourself in front, let's go! You see it jump and reach out for you, and in midair, you use your ready action, and what do you do?
I hit it. With a 21 and another level 2. That's 11 damage, but that doesn't actually matter. 1, 2, 3, 4. 31. I actually hit it just straight up for 42 damage.
Damn.
But...
Well.
And it rolled a 3 on the dice, so no matter what I do, it doesn't cover the roll. So you just see it reach out for you, and you have just enough time to see the mace impact the skull and cave it in just a little bit before you see the light just go right through it and make it disappear.
Nice.
I want
the train.
I want
Nice.
to.
Well,
I want to say it feels like you're playing the monk with the Diablo 3. You know, you hit them, and if you use the light, they just disappear.
here, I quickly tie the rope around my waist. Fisher, lower me. I want to kill the last ghoul. And then we can leave.
If you get in there, my spell's gonna try and grab you too.
I don't want to get it there. I just want to hit it from above. Lower me on top of it.
I think the ninja strings are tall enough to reach
I'll
the
just
sides.
Start throwing fire bolts at it. It doesn't fire damage doesn't regen, right?
No, doesn't regenerate.
Oh yeah. Can Remy do anything with fire with his bow?
If it uses a fire shard.
That is a 15 to hit.
It's enough.
Or 11 fire damage.
Alright.
Use the radiant shard.
No.
only
No,
have death,
Audience
right?
wants to create divine being in his little realm. He's not gonna use a divine charge. Besides, it's just dust, I think. He's not gonna be
Yeah,
able to
it's
do a
just dust.
lot. But he might give himself a shiny palace in the sky. You know, you never know.
Welcome to the land of gods. Alright, sorry.
Alright. So, fire once. Zombies are starting to get on top. You can fire again if you want.
I mean, we can clear the
I go
zombies for a
inside.
bit if you want to kill it.
That's 18 to hit
That's enough.
for 15 fire damage.
Alright, next turn.
We can probably wait a couple rounds. I mean, me and Remy can probably clear, or I mean, I could even clear zombies around you.
Zombies are starting to get on the platform. You can attack it again. Attack it again.
He's just gonna start going around whacking zombies while Fisher does this. Or the zombies that get on the platform.
It's 22 to hit for 14 fire damage.
The first zombie's getting crit. I'm just gonna assume it's dead.
Well, here's the thing. The zombies do not have 25 hit points. So if you hit, I have to roll saving throw.
Just
I
bonk
literally
them.
assumed with a crit, I just would straight up kill it. I mean, how much HP does the zombie have?
They have
Plus
between
5.
15 and 22.
Yeah, no, it's just dead. If I roll in that 20, it's just dead. Because of my 2d6 radiant also gets doubled on the dice.
And I think,
base
what
dice.
is the minimum roll you can do with a 2 on the dice to hit?
7. But with that, it would be...
Okay.
Yeah.
So you could miss if you roll a 2.
I'll see if I roll a 2. I didn't roll a 2. So no, the first zombie is just dead.
Okay, the first one is just dead. The second one...
I'm just killing the ones that are closest to us.
Yeah. The second one. There's 3 of them.
11 still hit. 6. 11. 6. Actually, I won't. Alright, and I'll use level 1 Divine Smite, which auto kills it, because we're resting anyway.
Okay.
So, yeah, both my attacks killed the 2 zombies closest to us.
Alright. Tobiyashi, there's a third one that's making its way toward all of you.
I rolled a 14 on the dice, so
That is enough.
I just hit him off the train.
Oh yeah, that's right. And then the energy strings. Oh no, it's
8 points of damage. Yeah, he just gets it off the train.
Alright. I should kill this ghoul so we can leave.
I we're all just standing here hitting
That's
something like,
14 to hit.
14 is enough.
Oh,
"Come on, Fisher, you got this."
oh hell yeah. 18. Almost max.
Oh, you hit it and you see it stop moving. It is dead with fire damage, which means
Alright.
it doesn't
Wait,
regenerate.
everybody inside.
Let's
Everyone get inside. I'd like to stay on the top for a little while. Maybe like look at the bird. No, I'm kidding. Let's go inside.
Yeah, audience is like, you guys go inside. I'm gonna rack up the kill count a little bit up here. And then I'll just...
I'm gonna tie the mace to a rope and just going. Alright, so you all go inside and you lock the door as best you can. You need to withstand this for the next 8 minutes. Although they can't penetrate the armor themselves, the doors are another issue altogether, as there is an increasingly high pressure on the doors to break them. And
Fisher, you want to just lock the doors with the lever?
That's a good idea.
all right.
Although, will it I'm assuming for it to run, I'm assuming the vents need to be open.
Yes.
And last time I used the lever to lock it up, everything closed.
Yes.
So I don't think that would.
Okay, well, we can just do it the old way, where we just hold the door closed.
Well, in that case, whomever is holding the door closed, make an athletic roll.
Anyone want to give me advantage?
There are two
By
doors.
helping me hold it
so
closed? Oh.
Oh.
Well, me and
Audience
Fisher.
and Raimi on one, Fisher and Toby on the other.
Yep.
Yep. Remy, you want to give me advantage by, like, helping me hold it? Or do you want to make your own roll?
Let me just, like, look over at my strength modifier here.
What about your athletics modifier?
That's probably the same.
It's like, oh, what do you know? -2. I think I can handle it.
Alright.
If I somehow use my silk, I'll have a +6, guys. Don't worry about it.
Very
No,
good.
I'll just give
Good.
Fisher advantage.
Alright.
You giving me advantage, Remy?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That is a good thing you gave me advantage.
I got a 24.
Okay.
Wait, no. That's 26.
Okay. I was about to say, you know that if you fail this is going to be the typical movie last moment that you'll get, because you're gonna be overwhelmed in a closed space by zombies pouring in. Just saying. This is your most vulnerable
Good thing
moment.
Toby helped me out, because otherwise there would have been a...
When I see him start to fail,
Yeah.
I'll grab my silk around the windows and like do the Spider-Man thing where I hold him right there.
So that's basically what happened. You were there, the audience slams himself against the door, and they're trying to reach in. One of them actually managed to grab you, but they're on the other side, so you can just brush it off a little bit. Remy is helping you on the door. The door seems to be slowly giving in, but you're managing it. But you see from the corner of your eyes on the other side, Fisher didn't manage to hold himself properly, and the zombies even managed to push the door slightly open, and he's sliding. Some of them are actually starting to reach in. You feel them grabbing your arm, trying to pull you in, and then Tobiashi fortunately uses a silk to grab them all and pull, breaking their arms, and the door just goes once again.
Let's go.
Fisher, push with your legs, not your back.
I don't think that applies to him. He can push with his back.
No, it's his leg.
Push with
because of the
everything the
fish.
next time. Oh,
Fisher,
yeah.
get your ass under you.
Fortunately, because of that, you manage to reclose the door and you avoid the gruesome fate that would have awaited you should have Fisher failed. You manage to hold the door long enough for the train to eventually start. You only need a moment to just push. To release the lever on the ground, you grab it. Actually, you probably just tell Tobiashi, use your silk, grab that lever, pull it.
Yep, pull it.
Pulls it. You just see the lever go. And the train starts moving. It pushes harder and harder and harder in the beginning, and you can hear it having trouble push through the density of the zombies outside. But it is an engine, so eventually it starts moving a little bit more and more and more, and eventually ramps up enough momentum, enough power to plow through the mass of zombie in front of it. It's slowly going up. You feel it going up to go above the wall.
I'll push it real
And
good.
then it starts going away. Fortunately, the speed of the train slowly pushes the zombies outside, simply because the train is slightly swaying, eventually less and less zombies are in front of the door, and you feel the pressure relieving. And you have this last moment, audience, where you finally. You open the door, you take your mace, and you just go, bum, 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 bum. And you just see them go,
Oh, that was close.
It actually was. I didn't expect this to be this close at the end. But that would have been horrible if Fisher would have missed.
I would have had to toss the bomb.
Just right in the middle of the train.
No, honestly,
yeah.
I would have just had Toby use one of the what do you call it? Turn zombie things. Yeah, the claws.
Turn undead cloth.
Finally, the train is started. Then you're moving. And with this, much less danger than before.
Oh, time to rest again, so I can get my spells.
Time to go back to sleep.
We don't actually have to go to sleep. You just can't do any
Well,
activity.
I don't know if we're not gonna have time to long rest.
I just need a short rest.
Oh, well, I was
Before-
mistaken in being told what I needed to do.
Well, I was.
It's okay.
I asked for myself, and I just need short rest.
So,
I heard rest. It's okay. I don't need spell slots.
so you got
You
about
should-
48 miles before you get to the city. On a train like this, that's
Alright.
2 hours. But Fisher wants to stop and
put everything on.
the train. So
Yeah.
you could probably just stop at some point between. You have one point on the way. You can probably stop somewhere between that last point and the city, and let Fisher weld everything in place. You'd be able to sleep.
Depends how long. Yeah, I mean, it probably would actually take 6 hours to weld everything, right?
Several hours
I mean,
at least. It's okay.
Several
Fisher can just move the train a little bit if too many zombies are trying to mass up around it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Alright, so we will have time to long rest before we get to the city.
Then yeah, I guess we'll start that process.
All right.
And while I'm working on that, Remy, do you want to work on copying down that?
Yeah, it's like, I was like just looking, like confirming the mechanics. So like, yeah, especially if we are like stopping in the middle, like yeah, Remy will have time to properly attune to the quill and then spend the 2 hours copying it into like his own book.
I'd like to check the train to make sure Malcolm didn't stow away with us.
Good idea. Good idea.
Investigation roll.
Natural one. I get too caught up in what everybody else is doing. Like, I swear I was going to look for something.
Yeah, that's probably what happens. You see Tobiyashi leaving the cabin, and then coming back 10 minutes later, and just trying to do stuff, preparing his hammock, and you have this moment of, so, did you find amalgam? Oh, shoot! Sorry, I forgot. Well, as best you manage to look through the train, you don't find amalgam anywhere. Although Fisher, Remy, and audience aren't that confident that your method of looking through the train was very efficient.
I did all I could do, guys. Sorry. I need to rest a little bit.
I didn't pay attention to that. I'm busy.
So you have this moment where Tobiyashi gives up, and then Fisher, you see from the corner of your eye a figure, and it say, "I'm in." No.
I'm in. I found the bomb.
Alright, so.
Yeah, so I guess I get us far enough away,
Yeah.
and then start working on the
On the plating, on the machine.
plating, and yeah.
Alright. So, like I said, it takes several hours. You give enough time for audience to do his sentry, not sentry rest, his long rest. Suddenly he's becoming a machine! Tobiyashi probably also has a long rest. He completely forgot what he was doing. He just went to sleep and yeah. You saw him look under a box and then look behind a lever and then go to his hammock and start sleeping.
Tough day.
I feel like I was forgetting something. Must not have been important.
Oh, I guess.
Yes.
Oh, actually, sorry. I need to read that real quick before I ask that question.
So yes, it is a ritual spell that can be upcast.
Oh, right. I actually did want to ask that. At least in D&D Beyond, like it's like replicated.
It's replicated.
I was like, it shows up twice when I looked in the option to like add the spell, so I don't know if like maybe accidentally put it in twice or.
I don't think it did for me.
Oh.
Yeah, when I look it up, I just see the one.
Oh, Remy hacked the system again.
Come on.
I mean, I'll double check again in case maybe that was just like an error. But I just feel like there were two right next to each other. But anyway, so but what I wanted to ask though is mostly a clarifying question, because like it says like to like have the quill absorb the gem for magical ink.
Yes.
Like that part is attunement. Is it also part of the attunement to like do you need to be attuned to use the ink it is already absorbed, or is that just for the absorption?
No, you need to be attuned to it if you want to copy spells.
Okay, so it's a package deal then.
Yeah. So I think you mistook the two objects. It's salt ward and salt stone. They're one on top of each other.
Okay, maybe that's possibly. It's just like they.
Because I'm looking at it right now, and there's only one of each. There's salt stone, and right under it, salt ward, ritual casting also.
It's like I did admittedly like skim, but they seem to have like a similar description. So it's just like, oh, this is weird. Like I'll look at it later.
All right, so you copy the scroll. Fisher puts everything on it, and then.
Oh, actually, I guess in fairness,
Yes.
give me a sec.
Yes. Oh yeah. Just in case.
Yeah, no, we're fine.
All right.
Like technically, by the rules, I have to make an Arcana roll to not flub it, but we're good. The DC's at 11.
It would have been bad if you had missed this because you had wasted your only scroll of that.
Yeah, that would have been awkward.
You go back to see your brothers and sister. Can you make us another scroll, please? We sort of fudged up the first one. All right, so time goes by and you slowly but surely manage to weld the plates on the train, giving it extra armor. You plug in the device, and it feels like it's working. It's along with possibly a casting of Pass Without a Trace. You're confident that it's going to be impressive. That's the spell. Monster Manual. Okay. Okay. All right. So, everything seems to be in working order. Now, you start up the train again, and you go toward the process. Now, because of the cannon, because of the ballistas that have been removed from the side entrance, from the eastern entrance, you can easily get in without any problem. You feel going up, 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 and slowly the train moves forward, amassing an interesting following at the bottom of zombies, just following the train, moving on top. Slowly, you arrive at the central hub, going up in spiral. You have this moment of, oh, I hope the creature is not actually already there. But as you arrive, you don't see any clues that it's on top. You do see at the bottom of the black pit something shimmering, so you know it's relatively close.
Wait, shimmering gold. No, it's fine.
Jump in, go, loot.
All right, well, let's go try the lever up top and hope that that's the right one.
You move the train as close as you can. And actually, you're walking on top of a rail of train tracks. So anyone doing this, especially if you want to move quickly, is going to have to make an acrobatics roll.
And do that.
I'm assuming I'm just staying.
I rolled a 21.
21 is enough.
Audience adds it.
I was expecting audience to leave someone like Remy to do this, but hey, no, it works. It works.
I have +6 to acrobatics, and I need to be someone strong to pull the lever.
Okay. So you make your way there, and you start seeing zombies at the bottom of the pit, slowly moving up. You notice a difference in the shimmer. It seems to be growing slightly, but you're there in front of the lever. So you start pulling it. Come on, strength.
Yeah.
Athletic. Oh yeah, by the way, you ripped your shirt when you locked the door.
That's a 28.
You just ripped your shirt again. So ah, damn.
Poor symbiote that stays on you.
I am good at athletic and acrobatic rolls.
Yeah, he's nimble and he's strong. Or you could say that he is a powerful tool, and he is very flexible.
I'm a beast of a physical specimen.
Yeah. So you pull on the lever, you hear grinding, you hear changes, and you see the top rail change position. From as best you can tell, it's the right one. It leads north.
Yay!
Let's go.
Sick.
And then I'll go back to the train. I guess with another acrobatics roll since I'm moving quickly.
Yeah. And then you roll a natural 1 and you fall.
No, I didn't roll great though, so I do stumble a little bit on the way back. I rolled a 9.
Only if you Naruto run.
You rolled a total of 9?
Yeah.
Damn.
I did stumble a bit on the way back.
Well, yeah, actually, you're trying to move quickly as you see the elemental slowly starting to rise, and the undead arriving. You hear the screams in the distance, and it's distracting you a little bit because of that. So one of your step misses, and do a dexterity saving throw.
13.
Okay. Your step goes right through as you miss it completely, stepping between the wood strips. I forgot how they're called. Sorry. But fortunately, you're quick enough to grab something as you fall through, and you find yourself like this on the side with the rest of the rail under you. Make another strength roll, athletics roll to pull yourself out from that hole.
18.
18 is enough. All right. The audience seems to have been slightly why won't the word come out? Unsettled by everything happening around him, but alright, you managed to pull yourself up again. A little acrobatic, because the elemental is getting close.
These are the moments in histories that get lost to time.
15.
15, that is enough. Alright. So, you managed to get in. And you hear Remy say, these are moments that just get lost in the time.
Whose voice was that? I've never heard you see that voice.
It's someone from his past, you know. He once had a crush on an actor. And
Punch it north, and let's hope that this shroud thing works so we don't get blown up on the rails.
Alright.
Yeah.
It starts.
That's kind of, all we...
Time to pray to our gods. Dragon. I'm sorry. No, I'm kidding.
There isn't anything else anybody can do, right?
Nope.
The only thing you can do is vary speed as you move along, so it's not as obvious for all the cannons.
Wait, I get my aura protection in like 15 seconds. You gotta wait. Sorry, wow.
Yeah, somehow I'm able to make the train move in a serpentine pattern on the track.
Zigzag.
Well, I did say that it would also help with it missing us if it does detect us. So.
Yeah.
Alright. So you start moving and you start going toward that place, and you have this sinking feeling the closer you get to the point where you can just go above, because you watch this entire row, this entire wall, and you notice 4 ballista pointing outward.
Woo! 4, I thought there were 2.
Guys, I think we made a mistake. We should probably jump off of this thing.
I mean, no.
If we jump off, we're for sure dead.
Yeah, if we jump off, go for it, Toby. I'll remember you.
Go into the sewers, guys. I'll be waiting here for you to get back.
I would say Jorg is not necessarily known for his accurate retelling of important information, so... The PC, I should be saying.
That's alright. Who wants to roll our stealth roll, Remy? He's good at this, right?
Alright, so the device,
I don't know.
do you add pass without a trace with this?
Like, it would be my intention, because Remy does not want to get
Alright,
blasted to
so
smithereens.
in grand total, the cannons have a minus 20 to hit.
What's their plus that they normally have, though?
Guys, you know what? I'm just gonna lay in my hammock, close my eyes. It's like riding a plane. If I crash, I want to be asleep so that I don't know that we crashed.
minus 20 is a lot.
2 of them are gonna hit, I promise you.
Well, the bigger issue is they really only need 1 to hit, and we're kind of screwed. Like, maybe our armor can tank like 1 hit, but like, I don't think it can take multiple.
Yeah.
Alright. The train starts picking up speed, and Fisher, doing your best to not make this target as obvious as it can be, you start varying the speed at which you're moving. You hear the cannon, the ballistas, charging up, and suddenly you have this first impulse of energy that flies across the side of the train as it's moving. The first one misses completely. The second one comes so close to the side of the train. You see it arriving. You're pretty sure it left a scorch mark on the side.
You just see Audia gripping his amulet, just like, praying.
A third one is fired, and this one goes very high on top of the train. You just see it keeps going. You were there hoping that, okay, this is gonna be at this, and you hear this one. It keeps firing. You're going at maximum speed right now, 40 miles an hour, but the cannons are still able to fire near where you're going. This one almost hit. You just saw it go right in front of the train. You had that moment of, oh shit, if that thing would have hit, the boiler would have just blown up.
But fine, completely zen.
It keeps going, you
good.
keep going down, and you feel like the train is picking up speed because it's going down the rail. The next one actually hits the train square on. There is this moment of, and you feel the entire train slightly lift off the rail for a moment, but it goes. Fortunately, it did not push it off of the rail itself.
When that one hits, I just turned to the picture. So why did we risk this again? Whose idea was this?
This was your idea.
I thought I mentioned this idea.
It was Toby's! Blame Toby!
Their train keeps on moving, and just to make sure that it's even worse, you hear 2 of them arriving simultaneously. One of them going up, higher up. The other one just passes so close to the side of the train. You actually feel the energy of that blast coming from inside where the window is. It's so close, the glass shatters as it's going right past it. You see it.
Audience holds a stick with a white flag out the window, so wondering if that'll help. Stop firing!
You keep going down and down and down. You finally manage to stabilize on the ground, but this also means that you have one less variable helping you. Altitude playing. Keep on going, and just as the train turns, the other side of the train gets hit pretty hard. You feel, Fisher, the resistance in the train. I'm gonna have to ask you to make an Arcana roll to see if you manage to play with the speed so you just don't go off the rail.
Everyone run on that side! Hurry!
Can any of us give Fisher advantage with Arcana? Remy, do you know any Arcana? I can't help him.
No one can help him. He studied the train, so he knows exactly how it works.
Alright, Fisher, it's on you.
Nobody knows guidance anymore now that Jorg's gone, right?
No, but yeah, I remind you, just because I don't want all of you to die, you haven't used your coin today.
You have not used your coin. So you do get 2 rolls at this. Why don't we make the first one good?
Need it.
But what do you mean by us all dying?
Is a 26.
Alright. You feel the train getting off the rail, and you have this moment of clarity where gotta slow down. You hear the train as you manage to slow it enough and it goes back on the rail. That's the second hit that the train takes. You know the armor can't take another one. One hit on each side was taken. The next 2 hits the ground and you see this explosion just going. For a moment you feel like you're at sea long ago when that pirate ship was just piling you with his cannons.
Only I feel that. No one else.
Yeah, but still, it doesn't help you all that much. You start seeing the moment where the ballistas are becoming less and less accurate. The hits are going further and further apart. And slowly you have this moment of, ha ha ha, jeez Louise.
So we have to go back through that, right? With our armor damaged?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might be able to fix some of it.
Okay.
Well, I would say that you're
Let's
better.
hope what we find over there is
And
gonna...
BAM! The train gets hit another time. Just as you're...
let's hope we find.
The very last roll I rolled was 18 and 19. So even with the... Fisher, make an Arcana roll because that train has taken a hit with very little armor. You're trying to master the train to not getting to
roll another
derail.
good roll, Fisher.
Hey, let me deflect missiles on one of those, please.
But whatever we
still
find over
coin.
there is worth the train we're gonna lose.
Hopefully. We get an even bigger train.
Luckily, we're at the very outside range of it, so I think if the train breaks down here, we can.
We might blow up.
Well, but we can maybe at least run out of range.
All of my horrible rolls throughout the campaign are turning around right now. That's a 25.
You manage to play with the speed so the train doesn't derail completely. But also, while this is happening, you recognize that the train has just taken severe damage. You slow down so the boiler doesn't explode. You go down to below half the speed the train is able to go, but the cannon stops firing. You are outside of its range.
There has to be something.
The train has succeeded its saving throw, so it did not take fatal damage, but it is severely damaged.
Oh my god!
Maybe there'll be some things in the town to fix the train with.
You're a better driver than that ship guy we were with.
Yeah, I'm impressed, Fisher. That was some good driving.
I think I'm gonna give you the name.
Well, I got the
Han
I
Solo.
got the brain upgrades.
God, that was So again, whose idea was that? Because that didn't feel worth it.
Nah. Well, we all talked about it. It was an equal consensus.
There better be a fucking legendary sword for me, Toby, in this town.
A legendary sword.
What? Oh, I'm sorry. Is your explodey stick not doing it for you, audience?
Sorry. There better be. I don't know. Something cool.
Okay. I
did hear about a very very long sword, like wielded by a one-winged angel.
Well, audience, you just gotta have a little bit of faith,
I have faith. Trust me, all I have is faith right now. Do you not see the open sky through the back of our train? We got a new skylight.
It's kind of peaceful if you look at it.
So I'm thinking we
push
crawl
the train
along a little farther, just to really make sure we're out of range of the turrets, and then
push.
I can stop and
Well, how far is the town
take
from here?
stock of what
Because there might be better stuff to repair with in the town. Like, how far is the town?
Yeah, but the town also... I mean, it's not just getting there that's the problem, right? It's also... The reason it has possibly such good stuff in it, right, is because it's where a bunch of people went to try and escape and weren't able to. So so it's also probably super packed with undead.
Could be.
We don't know. I mean, but I was more thinking, like, we could get it close to town anyway. Like, we're gonna have to stop before the town anyway. How far is the town to where we
Are we going downhill? Can we just put it in neutral and push?
Well, no, we're going half our speed. We're still going, like, what, 20? Like, 18, 50? Like, we're still going fast. Okay, we're just not going, like... We just can't hit full speed anymore.
Yeah. So, yeah, probably something like this. Between 16 and 18 miles an hour.
Yeah, how far is it?
It's 57 miles. There is a point right in the middle of it, so... You could take a break there and possibly evaluate, but it's only a point. They're not going to have a very impressive maintenance tool. If you go all the way to the last town, well, you're going to get more impressive maintenance tool there.
Yeah.
But that's
what I was saying.
It's 57 miles. You're looking at probably a 3 or 4 hour trek.
Okay.
Yeah. I think 3 or 4 hours is fine. I think we should literally just take it as close to the town as possible.
Yeah, I would like to, at the very least, see what the damage is before we go through the next point, just to have a better idea of what's...
I mean, we should definitely check the boiler, right? We should definitely check, like, the boiler, make sure it's not going to explode or anything. Like, obviously we can tell the armor's fucked up, but that's manageable. I mean, that's going to suck on the way back.
I'll run a diagnostic now, and then see about repairs later. How's that?
Okay, that works.
So you keep on going for a few more miles, just to make sure that you're completely out of the range of the cannon. And you take a few moments to assess the damage. There was a mine!
Boom, dead.
You take a few moments to assess the damage of the train. You stop, slowing down. You go outside. Make an Arcana roll. Visually speaking...
what is happening?
Visually speaking, when you get out and you look out the door, well, first of all, there's one door that you really have to push hard to be able to open it, because the shot was so close to the side, it literally bent part of the metal near the door. So you have to push a little bit, and, well, like Audience said, now you also have a skylight, so if you want, you can just climb out that way. The armor plates on the sides. On the left side, there were 4 armor plates. On the left side, one of the armor plates is scorched and bent. It would be most likely several hours of blacksmithing to reshape that armor plate.
I do have proficiency in smith's tools.
Then all you need are the proper tool. You'd be able to repair it after several hours. On the other side, the plate that is at the front, so protecting the boiler and part of the engine, looks like a mangled piece of metal. There's nothing you can do about this. The shot went through the armor, completely obliterated it. And how much did you roll for Arcana?
This is wild. Those, including this Arcana check, it has been 19, 18, and then another 19. So that's another 26.
Hey, it fits. You knew.
I just got
train.
the upgrade.
You're really locked into your
everything's looking
past,
up.
Fisher. You're really
Yeah.
locked into your past, man.
Yeah, with
Finding your rune there.
3 successful roll like this, I'm honestly inclined to say, yeah, you've managed to retie with part of your past. So from now on, anything that has to do with train, I will let you use proficiency.
Hell yeah.
We'll need that for the ride back.
Like, what was the name of the sentient construct train that...
So, you look at the damage, and oh goodness, there are small fractures all along the outer layer of the boiler, meaning that it can't withstand as much pressure, which is why you have to go at lower speed. The engine itself, you notice several not microscopic fracture, but you do notice that the metal is bent at several places, and you can easily deduce that it's no longer sealed. There are probably small fractures or point of weakness inside of the engine. Fortunately, because of your studies, you know how to repair this. But you're looking at the engine itself, at least a day of repair. The armor plate, half a day to just reshape it, and a few more hours. You're looking at 2 days of repair, and you're still going to miss one plate. There's going to be 1 out of 4 chance that the train is hit where it has no armor. Fortunately, I believe you still have 5 days before you need to reach. So you have enough time. The question is, will you have?
So I'm thinking
a
total of 2 days.
2 days of repair. It's extensive. You're gonna have to pull apart some things, reshape some elements, weld others, put it back together, put the outer casing back, make a few tests to make sure everything doesn't blow up, and then put back the armor. So the better part of 2 days of repairs.
All right, I will let everybody know that. Remy, you wouldn't happen to know mending, would you?
Amy shakes his head.
Bummer.
How much faster would it go if we found like extra people to help? What could we get it down to? Reasonably. Like what stuff that's just like manual labor stuff that that's not like technical that like you would need to do.
That is good. I mean the side armor piece is just like blacksmithing.
Yes, and you've seen people do this in group where you heat up the plate and several people are just going to go with smaller hits but regular one, and it's going to accelerate things. So you could accelerate the repair of the armor, but the machine work itself, other than bringing you that wrench and that spanner, they're not going to be able to help a whole lot. So it could shave about a quarter of the time. Instead of 2 days, you'd need a day and a half.
Okay, and we have the time to do that, right?
Yeah.
Technically, to make.
We
full
have
repairs.
5 days.
So long as you don't get bothered by swarms of undead while you're doing this.
Okay. But the train can still move too.
Yeah.
So we can move. Like it's not because it's not completely dead.
No.
I mean,
also,
I would personally not like to have to go through that again with an unrepaired train, since that was as close as it could have been.
This needs to happen before we go back through that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do know that spell again, right?
Yeah, it wasn't a one-time thing. We can use.
That's okay. The device is not broken, so it can be used again.
Yeah. Yeah. We can use it again. But even as we saw with that device, it's not like it was still close.
Well, also the next time around, just above table, at the very least, because we know it's coming and would be like approaching, we would actually have time to prepare before we entered.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
We have means of being able to distract like the ballista
disable.
based on previous testing.
No, the entry should be easier, but still not a guarantee. Is my point. Like the entry should, but obviously still not something we want to do where like a single shot would take out the train. Okay. Well, it sounds like
how much do I feel I can do outside of a maintenance yard, if any? Or is this gonna have to all be like in a maintenance yard?
You'd have to power down the train if you want to effect those repairs.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if you want to power down the train outside, there is part of the work that you could do, but it's not going to be the bulk of it because you're going to have to remove
I do have
elements.
A set of smith's tools and a set of tinker's tools with me.
You'd probably be able to shave a few hours by repairing minor pieces, but the train would not be moving.
Mm-hmm. Because Because as nice as it would be to be in a maintenance yard, there's probably going to be undead around the maintenance yard. So
that's really up to you. You have 57 miles to figure this out. Do you want to move forward? Do you want to stop there and start making some repairs? Do you want to put more distance just in case a whole lot of zombie heard that and then there's actually a 5 swarm coming in your way? It's all things...
I wasn't worried about that before.
Well, Terranan is.
Yeah. What time of day is it right now?
So 3 hours, 2 hours. It's actually getting close to nightfall. Probably somewhere in the 5 o'clock, something like this, 5 or 6 o'clock.
With audience's help, do I think I could get the side armor piece fixed before nightfall?
Here's the thing: is that you have smithing tools, but you do not
have
a
fire.
Forge. You need a forge to repair that quickly.
So that would need a maintenance yard.
Yeah,
probably.
If you want to repair this with the small tools that you have, that would take more than 4 hours because you'd be going very small patches at a time.
Yeah. Okay.
But you could So at least there would be that. Wouldn't save a whole lot of time, but you could unhook the armor piece that you can save. Do you want to take time to think about this? Because we're pretty close to the end of the stream.
Probably.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to give your brain a little break, and we're going to say that this is going to be the end of the stream for today, for this time.
Yeah.
We are already just a little bit over, so that's okay. All right, so, and with this, the party has survived again. Barely. Twice in one night.
That was insane. I was so ready for any of those to be like a 2 or a 3. It was 19, 18.
Yeah, no, that was insanely clutch. Because, like, second one, maybe we could have ran out and got it out, but the first one, like...
Yeah.
First one, we would have been actually fucked.
The train would have plummeted a fair distance. At best, you would have all gotten out of this severely injured.
With no train.
Yeah. Stuck having to walk all the way to the next maintenance yard in the hope that you may salvage something.
Also, like, well, I don't know. Actually, if we did fully break down here, how far is it to where Civ is? Like a walk. Like walking.
Oh, wow.
I think too long.
We need a train, though, anyway, right? Because we have to cross... Because even if we get to where Civ is, yeah. So we'd have to try and find a train on this island somewhere. Another train.
I mean, we might have been able to find, like, a cart.
Yeah, we could maybe find a cart.
But
you want to go back through that thing with a cart?
Right.
What if we just circle around the whole town and then just come back to the way that we went through in the beginning?
You mean I don't know. If
Yeah,
that's
off-road it.
Yeah.
Off-road a train? I don't think you can quite do that.
So, just by following the tracks from the process, it's 74 miles to where Civ is.
So we cannot fit the train in your dimensional storage, if I'm correct.
No, wouldn't that be fun?
Not quite.
Technically, a train is considered a gargantuan creature, I think. So, you'd have to have the spell to reduce the size, which would put it at one category below. It's still too big.
Everyone cast reduce at the same time.
You'd need to have a portable train. Now that is something you should ask the garden. Alright. So, with this, our party is going to ponder on their options, their repairing options, and when, where, how, why they're all going to do this. In the meantime, I will let you all go to sleep, because it's late. At least it's starting to get late for me. And, as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here tonight. And see you next Wednesday or next Friday. If you're watching this on the rebroadcast, remember, we try and raid if we have more than 3 raiders. If we have less, well, we raid Tobiyashi. And if he plays Dungeons & Dragons, we raid him no matter what. So... And yeah, that's about it. So if you enjoyed the show, and if you would like to support the show in any way you can always follow us, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. You can leave comments, leave likes. It also helps. You can, of course, make a donation. I very much appreciate this. You can become a Patreon. You can subscribe on Twitch. But if you can't do any of all of those, there's one very free thing you can do, and it's spreading the word of this channel. It helps tremendously. So, thank you for being here tonight. See you next week, and as always, stay safe and stay healthy. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.